Tonight, the University of Tennessee Board of Trustees approved a nearly $2 million settlement with a former professor who leaders fired over comments she made on social media following the shooting death of Charlie Kirk. Tamir Sharinian commented on a friend's Facebook post about the assassination of that political activist. She wrote, in part, "The world is better off without him." The post got the attention of state and federal lawmakers, and the school took swift action against her. In her October lawsuit, Sharinian said the university violated her First Amendment rights when they fired her. In a statement today, Sharinian's attorney said, in part, the settlement appropriately recognizes the seriousness of issues presented while avoiding the time, expense, and stress of continued litigation. In a statement to our newsroom last night, Sharinian said she was, in her words, very pleased with the outcome. Trustees Board Chair John Compton shared yesterday at the Audit Committee that he does support the $1.9 million settlement.
Any continuing litigation would require significant time and attention and financial resources, and those resources are better directed toward advancing the institution's mission, vision, and values.
Sharinian is just one of several cases across the country where professors are settling with public universities after they were fired over comments made following Kirk's death. We asked a law professor at Georgia State University today how the First Amendment plays into cases like this.
I'm not sure that the First Amendment applies to universities the way it applies to other parts of our society. And I think that's a hard question. So, for example, if the University of Tennessee tells one of its teachers, we want you to use this particular textbook, they have a right to do that. And if the teacher doesn't use that textbook, that teacher can get in trouble for that. And the First Amendment, I don't think, would come into play. Well, how far is that removed from when you teach that textbook, we want you to do it in a certain way? I'm not sure that free speech rights don't belong to the university as opposed to the teachers.
Sharinian's is one of similar cases across the country that have since been settled. Late last year, Austin Peay State University reinstated a professor who was fired for a social media post he made about Kirk's death. The school agreed to pay him $500,000. In Indiana, a Ball State University professor settled for $225,000. And according to the ACLU in South Carolina, an assistant professor was reinstated at Clemson University after sharing another person's Facebook post on his personal account criticizing Charlie Kirk.